everybody, welcome back. In this video we are going to create some interiors, and we will start with the seats. And you can see we can differentiate actually this some section here, and if for example we click here and here as well, and then if we select another loop here, Control R, and then we can just select this section actually, and this section, the outside section. So shift click, and now if we press if we bridge it, or if we press F, you can see this type of effect, which is good actually, but for some reasons it don't bridge normal. So we can select F, and now with F you can see it's good. And if we go to simple view, the apply the modifiers, you can see this type of shape which we don't need, and actually we need the sharp cuts here. So for that purpose, what we can do, we can just go to edit mode, and here I will just create a loop here in the bottom section, okay, and to this section as well. We close for the sharp edge, and now for this loop for this section I will just create a loop. Actually I want to create a horizontal loop here, okay, and let's add it here in the corner, and then this side to the corner. And now if we apply, then hopefully the result will be different than before. Okay, so that's very nice. And one more thing, that we can join these two sections as well. So in Rickshaw usually some this section can be filled out. So for that purpose we can create some more loops here. So Control R, and 2, 3, 4, 5 loops, and then we can just select this edge, maybe this section from bottom to like this. I think this much is good, or maybe this one as well. And then we can extrude it, but it will affect this section, so we'll just duplicate it first. So we'll just shift D and X axis, and then we will just press EX, and then we can just press EX, and now we can join it like this. Okay, so now if we see the result, you can see that it will be quite good. Okay, that's good. Although here you can see a little bit of shading problem, but after materials it will be good, and that's nice. Now we will just create seats. So the front seat is like this, you can see. So for that purpose we can just create another object. So for the plane I will just name it to main body, and I will just create another collection, and I will just rename this collection as a Rickshaw Pakistani model, and we will just place this main body inside this game object, this collection. And now we'll just move further. So what we can do, we can just create these seats. So for seats we will just create a Shift A mesh cube, and we'll just create the back seat. For that purpose we can just move it here maybe, okay, and we'll just scale it to y-axis, scale it to Z axis again, and I think that 2 3, and we can press okay, we can move it like this. Okay, that's good. And also from this side we can press SX, and that's good. Okay, and we'll just press SY to make it bigger to Y axis again, and that's good. Yeah, so now we have the seat, and you can see the seat. I think we can place it here, and now we will just duplicate it, shift, and we'll just rename it to back seat bottom, or we can actually rename it to back seat only, back seat. And now we will duplicate the seat, shift D, and to Z axis. One more thing before duplicating, that we need a corners as well, because when we will finalize this cube, it can be better with the loops. So we can just press this and then S and X, then we can just add these loops to the corner, and then to this side, this side, sorry, just create another loop, Control R, and then SY, sorry, not SY, actually we have to make it SC, so Control R and SZ, and now we can add it to this section. Okay, so that's very nice. Now we will select this cube, and we can just press Shift D to move it to Z axis. Okay, and now we can just make it SZ to scale it like this, something like this. Okay, so that's good, and a little bit front forward. Okay, so this is the back seat, and also, and that's fine, I think. And now for the front seat, we will just select these two seats, and we will just press Control J to join these seats, or we can right click and join these two seats. And now this is the back seat, and now we can just move create this seat. Okay, so for that purpose we will again create a cube, and now we will just make it small to to Y axis, and also scale it to Z axis, and then we can place it here to this spot. Okay, and then we'll just press S Y, and I will just go to side view, and the size is fine. And now we'll just press Shift D and Z axis, and then we will just press SZ to make it small. Okay, and we'll just place it actually here, and I think we can place it here a little bit. I will just select this one, and we will scale it to X axis little bit. Okay, a little bit inside, and then this one is fine, and we'll just press shift D to duplicate it again, and then in edit mode we can press R X 90. So for this we will just move it to the right place. So I think this should be the right place, and that's good. And now what else we need is that we want to select these three sheets, and actually I think this sheet should be a little bit more scaled to y-axis, so it will look better, I think so. Okay, so it's up to you that how you can match it. Anyhow, that's better, and yeah, that's good, and that's nice. We have created the sheet, so we'll select these three sheets and we'll just press join to make it join, and we'll just rename the cube to front seat. Okay, so that's very nice. So now what else we have to create is the main handle here, and the simple dashboard as well. Okay, so let's create that. So now we will just go to select our body, go to edit mode, and here in edit mode you can see that if we disable these things, and one more thing, for these cubes we should create some loops as well, but as these are the totally straight cubes, so if we apply shade smooth, you can see it will give us bad behavior, whether this cube give us a better behavior because it has some loops. Okay, so always create some multiple loops for the cubes whenever you create some shapes like cubes. Okay, so we can just create the loops now as well. So if we click here and SX, now we can add corner loops like this, and similarly control R, sorry, okay, let's add it here, and control R, and like this. Now you can see it's better visibility. Okay, and to this side as well, control R and control R. So this is very important thing. So also for this, and SY, and then to this side, SC, and that's it. And this side as well, control R and SX, and then the final cube which is here, and we will just add some loops here as well. So SZ, and to this side, control R, SX, and this side as well. That's nice. So now we will just create the dashboard. So for that purpose we can just go to select our body, and we can go to edit mode, and we can select this selection where we want to add the dashboard. So I think from here to here, and then to this section. Actually here we have a light, so for this light section we have to create this whole section like this, and it will create a problem. So it will create a dashboard separately. Okay, so that's nice. Let's do that in next video.